Hey, what up, guys?
What up?
So back in the day, before Bart and I stopped loving each other as much as we do, we were...
For real?
Yeah, we were kind of...
I'm madly in love with you, babe. That's messed up.
You're such a... Go to his video and you'll see exactly that he's lying right now.
No, I love you so much. Why would anyone say something
What
like
a
that?
hater. You're a hater.
I thought we were gonna get married this year and all that.
We are, but it's just for shits and giggles. Come on now. So, yeah, the beginning of any relationship, everyone's always trying to be on their best behavior. And, you know, you try to mask or hide or not reveal so quickly all the dark things that you do. One of them being taking a shit. So Bart is a very confident person, and I think that's what attracted me to him the most, is that he's not easily embarrassed. There's nothing that he really can do that's like gonna make him... I've never even seen him turn red. Like, he doesn't get embarrassed at all. He's not ashamed. He just... His flaws, or whatever you might think are a flaw, because I don't even think he thinks he has any flaws, but...
I have flaws, are you kidding me?
Fine, but you don't play into your flaws. Like, you don't tell people, like, I guess the way other people would be like, oh my god, like, I have small shoulders, and oh, like, I hate how fucking big my stomach is, or no, I don't want to do that because I'm just gonna be shy. Like, you don't have that in your body at all. Like, or at least I've never heard it. But this one time was really cute, was when we first got together. He had this story that he wanted to tell me that he was really embarrassed and didn't really want to tell me. So, if you can please explain the story, Bart, really quickly, just Cliff Note style, and then I'll explain how I felt about that story.
So long story short, I ate something really bad and it gave me food poisoning. And in the middle of the night, I had to crawl out of bed and I had to shit and vomit at the same time. And this was probably like, imagine like a 5-gallon Sparklets bottle, just dumping a whole thing of fucking dookie and vomit into the toilet. I go back into bed thinking I feel better. In the morning, I go back into the bathroom, do the same thing, and I think I'm done. I go into the bathtub thinking I can clean all my holes and assholes and mouth hole. And what happened was, it came out again, but since I'm standing up and shitting, the shit goes down onto the bathtub, sprays back up, redecorates the entire bathtub. Looks like kid, like splash art with brown sauce and sloppy joes. And I had to wipe it all down, and the whole bathroom smelled like shit soup because I had hot water on.
In a nutshell, that's pretty much what happened. So, the last part that he told you there about like the kid art and the splatter and all that in the bathroom, I had no idea about. So the night before we had dinner at this Japanese restaurant or whatever. He immediately doesn't feel good as soon as we get home. So I'm like, oh snaps. Okay, well maybe you just obviously ate something bad. And he was like, no, I think I just feel weird. It's fine. So we had just moved in together. So we're sleeping in the same bed. And we go to sleep. And then he gets up one time to use the restroom, comes back, and I have like this bed that like once you move, like it shakes the entire bed. It's not like a...
This is a spring mattress.
It's not a memory foam, so it's okay. The rock hard had nothing to do with that.
It was a shitty bed to sleep in.
It was a shitty bed to sleep in. So since it was a spring mattress, like the whole bed moved. So the first time I felt...
We can feel South American earthquakes that way.
Okay, yeah, okay, got it. So the first time he gets out, it feels normal because it's like, okay, well, he's got to pee in the middle of the night. Nothing. 30 minutes later, he gets up again, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, well, something's going on, because if you have to go that fast right after, it's not good. And then he gets up again, and I'm like, hey, is everything okay? And he's like, yeah, everything's fine. I think I just feel a little bit funny. I think I probably ate something bad. So I'm like, oh shit, that sucks. Babe, do you want me to go run to the store right now? It's probably like 2 or 3 in the morning, or like, you know, a gas station, and get you like at least Sprite so that your stomach can settle and feel a little bit better. I don't scientifically know what Sprite does to you, but that's just what my mom said, and my mom's mom said before her, and somehow miraculously
it does work though.
It works.
Because my mom uses 7-Up, so it's the same shit.
I think it's just anything carbonated, maybe. It makes you like burp, or I don't know what it does.
Yeah, I don't know.
So he's like, no, you know what? I'll be fine. And at this time in my life, at least, I was working a regular 9-to-5 job. I was working in the financial district in, you know, downtown LA, and everyone knows that LA traffic is the freaking worst. So I had to be at work at 9, which means from where I live, which is only 10 miles away, that should take 10 minutes. It takes me like an hour and 30 to get there. So that meant, Gio, every night you need to go to sleep early so that you can wake up buttfuck early to get ready and fight traffic the whole way to work.
That's LA life.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. So he was being very considerate and was like, you know what, babe, don't worry about it. I feel a little weird, but I think it's manageable. Just go to sleep. I know you have work in the morning. I'm like, okay. So I go to sleep. When I sleep, I literally die because I don't feel anything else as soon as I'm like deep sleep. So you can probably like rob me and I'll never know about it until I wake up. But please don't rob me because that would be fucked up.
Oh, because I'll be there, so I'll kill you, so.
Unless he has bubble guts, then he can't do shit.
I can't, then I'll just vomit on myself.
Right. So, next day, I get up, I check up on him, he's just doing worse. And I'm like, oh shit, babe, like, come on, like, I'm just gonna call work, I'm gonna stay with you. He's like, no, it's really cool, I know how to settle this, don't worry about me. I'm like, alright, fine. And he's like, you know what?
I was hella embarrassed, I didn't want you to worry about me.
And from where we live, there's like literally a 7-Eleven, like, literally like two minutes away. So he's like, I'm just gonna get some Pedialyte or maybe like some Sprite and some saltine crackers or something, and I'll just take care of myself. It's all good, don't worry about it. Or maybe I just need Pepto. And I'm like, okay, cool, fine. I'll take your word for it. I'm out of here. So I went to work, and you know, 9 to 5, I'm there, and I'm just constantly checking up on him, like, hey, how are you doing? And he'll be like, oh man, I just finished throwing up. Or, oh man, I have like, you know, I can't stop using the toilet. Like at this point, he's not telling me I have the shits, or I have heavy diarrhea.
Or ass blasting.
Or ass blast syndrome. He's just like giving me very like discreet information so that I don't think he's a fucking slob.
I'm doing poo-poos.
Even poo-poos would have been really embarrassing for you at that phase in our relationship.
Poo-poo bear.
Pooh bear, right?
Yeah.
At that phase in our relationship. So I come back home, and this is like around like 6 or 7 because I'm fighting traffic going to work, and now when I'm getting out of work, the exact same thing. I'm fighting traffic the entire way back. So an hour and 30 minutes later, after I'm done with work, I finally get home. And he is in bed, and he's sweaty, and he's pale, and he looks pasty. And I came back with Pedialyte and Gatorade and saltine crackers and everything I felt he needed to fix his food poisoning, because at this point it's obvious that's what he has. And he's laying in bed, and now he feels like, he looks like he's doing better at least, because all the toxic shit, no pun intended.
Yeah, literally toxic shit left the system.
Yeah, left the system. So, for like the rest of the night, he's just laying there, and I'm just like, just coming in and just checking up on him. But not much conversation happened because all he was doing was sleeping. So I didn't know anything that happened that you just finished explaining to them. I just thought that, okay, you threw up, but I didn't know anything else to expect.
But now knowing the things that happened, like let's say that it was a Saturday, you didn't have to go to work, right? And then let's say all the walls were made out of glass, and you can see what the fuck is going on. You can see me with like my ankles around my neck, freaking blasting out of 2 holes. Like, how would you feel given that we've been together for only 3 months and you've just met my parents a few times?
Well, the funny thing was, when we first moved together, you had already thrown up in the toilet.
I did?
Yeah, because that's when you had the first case of, wasn't this when you had like that red carpet event? And you had to go to that, but you were already throwing up and you had like food poisoning at that time.
No, I think this is that event.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I think this is.
Oh, okay, then I failed to mention that night before I had to go to work, he was throwing up, and his throw up isn't like a regular like or like where you just hear that initial push and then you just hear the splatter of the toilet water, because that's like all the shit that's coming out. I mean, all the vomit that's coming out.
It might as well be shit though. It might as well be shit.
Now that's normal vomiting, and if you vomit like that, guess what? You're normal. But the way he vomits, it's so violent that it's scary. It feels like all his internal organs are trying to leave his body in a rush. Like, it doesn't sound pleasant at all. It literally sounds like there are devils and demons trying to escape his mouth. And it literally sounds like this. Like that. And I'm like,
honestly, the way that I throw up, I really wouldn't be surprised if I opened my eyes after throwing up and my intestines were on the floor.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if
That's how it feels like.
It sounds so painful that as I heard him, first time I ever heard him vomit, okay, when I heard him vomit, I had to go in the center of my bed, bring my knees to my chest, and I was like, oh my God.
Start saying a prayer.
Because I didn't know what the fuck was happening, and I just took it as, okay, this is normal because he's still breathing.